what are a couple of simple nutrition habits that create the biggest change over time?
Yeah, it's a really good question. I would say like my food pyramid and Whole in One Nutrition, the basically foundation is hydration, the middle tier is whole food, and the top tier supplements. So based upon that, obviously half your body weight ounces of water is really important because that lays the foundation for obviously we talked about cognition already. Um, Even with the advent of creatine, right? Like there's so much push from every single angle, and rightly so. There's good research coming out. There's the marketing push of it, but in order for creatine to function well, you have to have enough water in the system. So that's why I tell people, look, it's fine to take creatine, but you have to make sure you're hydrating enough. So that really lays a foundation for the whole food, the supplement part of it. And then I alluded to the PFF, so protein, fats, and fiber. That's really kind of a underlying principle of a starting point for a lot of people, because obviously it addresses the protein part of it. You're getting some fat from your protein sources. And then the second F, the fiber, really has not only the blood sugar rating effects, but we also talked about the short chain fatty acid effect of your good guys gobbling up the fibers to produce those acids for dealing with inflammation. And then I think those two principles are really the habits that will really go really far for a lot of people.
Mhm. Yeah. What about somebody who eats out, goes out to eat often? Um,
Yeah.
how can they make those good food choices?
Yeah, that's always something that I've come across. I deal with a lot of and work with a lot of touring professionals from LPGA, PGA, but also the Corn Ferry Tour, and even at some of the other tournaments. And so, I remember one of my players said, texted me, Rob, the only thing they have here is, I believe it was like Taco Bell and Wendy's. And I told him, I said, look, I go, do the best you can in the situation given.
Right.
So that's why I tell people, look, I'm not going to write you a meal plan of 8:30 you eat breakfast, 10:30 you eat a snack, 1 o'clock you eat this lunch, because that's not reality. We have to be able to understand and base our lifestyle off of principles, so that when you're stuck in a place somewhere where they only have a Wendy's, well, okay, I told that particular player, look, they have some salad probably. So get a salad, get a burger, get rid of the buns, don't order fries, and do kind of like a PFF principle while you're there.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the quality is probably not super high quality, but at least we're taking away the things that are going to probably cause your blood sugar to go around, or taking away trans fats from the fried food, that kind of thing. So there's definitely ways to do that. So that's why I try to go by principle based eating rather than, hey, you need to follow this meal plan exactly, because that's not reality. So if they understand the principles, they go, oh, well, I can go to Denny's, I can get a steak, a salad, and I can get some vegetables, maybe a baked potato, and I'm good.
And going into because disclosure here, I've worked with Robert now for over a year, and that was one of my biggest concerns because I travel a fair amount, and I
Right.
thought there's just no way I can do this until I learned the principles. And then, to be honest with you, it's really pretty simple once you know the principles. And I travel with my bone broth protein, and I travel
Yeah.
with my seeds, and I travel with my stuff. It's like it's not that hard. It's just being disciplined enough to do what you committed to yourself to do. So, I mean, that was what
Yeah.
I learned. Is going into it, I thought this one, I just can't do. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. But you can. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
I appreciate that because those principles made all the difference in the world. So that was huge.